Well, right there in Bub's the quarters right there, around the main stroll right, that's where I made my first $1 million at. I just don't want people to judge me or what they heard about me, get to know me. Decision that I made then, that's why I ended up being what I was at. You know what I'm saying? For 26 years and 3 months. This is what it was going to be. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying now? I live a whole different life that I used to live. He said, so when something happened to you, don't go to hollering crying. I had to let them know I'm not playing no games. You know, at the time, that's the life I lived it. And yes, I used to put the hammer down. I wasn't playing no games with them. Well, you know, you had dudes thought they was tough, so I wanted to see them.
You want to see them?
Yeah, I wanted to see them. I mean, it was no shortage of money, man. That was the problem right there, the women. The men, I ain't too much care about the problem with them. No, I didn't see it coming because I didn't understand the federal drug laws. So I didn't see it coming. That's what you call a secret indictment. I had some people go to the grand jury on me. Yeah, the 352 the one got me in. I was considered the boss.
The grand whistle.
And that's what they gave me the time for too. I miss my brother, boy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about communication. Let's talk about the love. Let's talk about communication. Oh yeah, talk about the love. Let's talk about communication. Let's talk about the love. Let's talk about communication. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your host, William Robinson of TLC Talk Love and Communication, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Johnnie Smith, the living legend, Ocala finest. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to give us some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Hey, he got a lot to be thankful for, ladies and gentlemen. We are very grateful to have this young man here today with me today. Childhood legend, friend, family, and all the above. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to give this young man a special round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing there today, Mr. Smith?
I'm doing all right.
Man, how was your ride over, champ?
It was all good.
Everything all good, huh?
It was all good.
Tell my audience a little bit about yourself, sir.
Well, you know, I'm born and raised in Ocala, Florida, right here. And I'm from the Buzzard Quarters area, you know, saying we born and raised right there. And we got a lot of family right there. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, we just growed up like that. And we, you know, in that situation. And but Buzzard Quarters was very a popular spot. We had what you call the shop. Your great uncle bro used to run that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know,
you know, I can remember.
I went to Vanguard High School. I went to Madison Street. I went to Howard Middle School. Went to Howard Elementary School, and you know, that's my primary education come through those places right there. And you know, I liked my teachers a lot. I got some real good teachers that I really loved a lot. Miss Hartsfield, you know what I'm saying? I love Miss Hartsfield a lot. She used to let me teach the class, so I liked her. And and I had D.V. Vereen. He used to let me teach the class, social studies, so I liked that.
What was your favorite subject in school?
You know, really, I really love the social studies because it showed me things about the world. You know what I'm saying? With you know, you got the things showing up there, and you know, and I go and find Europe and Russia, and all those type of things there. So I really like that. I like the social studies a lot.
Right.
I like the social studies a lot, but Miss Hartfield used to let me get up there and teach math or whatever. You know what I'm saying? those were some good people, man.
You know, when we look back at some of those pictures when we was in school together, man, it was, your teachers were black, all the students were black.
Well, not cutting you off, but I had Miss Cook. She was a white lady. She was very good. I loved Miss Cook. And you had Miss Boutwell. Mm-hmm. Her husband used to run Boutwell Construction around here in Old Keller. And Miss at Howard Elementary School, you had Miss Wambach. Y'all.
Yeah, I remember her.
Yeah, she was she taught physical education. You know what I'm saying? Miss Wambach.
Miss Thomas. I Miss Thomas.
I'm gonna get to Miss Thomas. But we had Miss Wambach, and she had went to Alabama. She used to have an Alabama Roll Tide on the front of her car. You know what I'm saying? But Miss Wambach, and then we get over there to the middle school, Howard Middle School. Now you got Miss Thomas, boy. She ain't play no games. You know what I'm saying? Then you had Mr. Curse. Y'all remember Mr. Curse?
No, I don't remember Mr. Curse.
Y'all remember Mr. Curse? He had a little afro.
I remember the science teacher, Mr. Green.
Yeah, Mr. Green gonna keep a snake in the damn
Yeah, he was
thing.
the greatest, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, you had Mr. Green. Then you had Miss what name? Matter of fact, she's still living right now today.
You had
Miss Watson.
Miss Watson. You had Miss Bright.
Miss Watson, Miss Bright, and you had Miss what her name out of Happiness Home over there when I was at Howard Middle School. She used to teach that's the first time I learned how to cook a little pizza. Miss what name? What her name? She used to run the what her name class. Home economics. Mm-hmm. She used to run the home economics. And a lot of my teachers, you had another one of my teachers was Mr. Curse, just like I said, he was a assistant principal. And Mr. Curse got along real good. And I used to work at the city hall up there for Miss Shirley Moss. How you doing, Miss Moss? But anyway, got me a job at that. I worked for Miss Shirley Moss. And I ended up breaking my collarbone playing football. And that's how I left that job there. Called the Cedar program back in the days. What they did was they gave kids in middle school the opportunity to make some money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying they don't, and really it's messed up that they don't do that now. But anyway, I went up there and I broke my collarbone. We was playing the championship game against Bellevue. And they had this dude over there. And I told Coach, I said, Coach, man, run that fly, man. Run that fly.
Yeah.
And I went out and called it. You know what I'm saying? He come cleared me out and broke my collarbone. You know what I'm saying? But it was all good. And we won the championship. We won 3 straight championships up under Coach Fuqua. And I still call him Coach today.
Yes. Yes.
Because that's the first time I ever played up under, organized
sports. Yeah.
Organized sports. So Coach Fuqua is my coach. They own Fuqua Sawmill. And he had Coach Randy. You know what I'm saying? That's his brother, Coach Fuqua. And I think Coach Fuqua, I ain't never seen a woman more beautiful than his wife. She should have been a movie star.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, she was just that beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And
you think it was because you was a little boy, or you just...
No, that woman was just that beautiful. Yeah, I'm talking about black, white. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. She was just that beautiful.
Yeah.
And anyway, I left there, went to high school, played football. You know what I'm saying? Coach Fuqua was the breeding ground for Vanguard. Mm-hmm. All Kerman Williams, Ricky Williams. They didn't play football. They had a problem. Some reason they had a problem with the answers. But these dudes, he was like that.
Yeah. You know, they always say that the best players is walking down the hallways.
They
you know
didn't
what I
play.
mean?
They played for Jim Haley.
So let me ask you something. So coming up, how was it like coming up in the 80s? Just your childhood. Like you say, growing up out there in Buzzard Quarters, going to the shop, you know, the fellowship, the camaraderie amongst the relatives and everything like that. What was it like, sir?
Well, the thing about it was we lived on the other side of the shop, and if we didn't go to buy something out the shop, we just couldn't be coming over there like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we was on the hill, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, you know, hey, man, this who I go to school with, this who I grow up with. You know, we going to do this like that.
You know, they kind of tell me, you know, back in the days, you know, sometimes you go out to Vanguard, they got these super night board. They got these names of these little knights that's supposed to been running around back in the days. Somehow or another, your name remains on the wall, man. What's up with that?
Well, I mean, you know, I set that record. I mean, it's been 40 years, man. I set that record that's still there. So I was a bad man. You understand what I'm saying?
So how much did you weigh your senior year?
I used to walk around about 155 pounds, but when I lifted, I had to be 148. So, you know, I went out there. My nephew was playing, I think, about 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and my name is still on that wall.
And how did that feel? How did that make you feel?
Man, 40 years and I'm still up there.
Still up there.
Johnnie Smith?
Now you sure that wasn't Junior?
No.
You sure that wasn't Johnnie Smith Jr.?
No, Junior was bigger than me.
Okay, now was Junior faster than you?
You know, I used to run a 4.41 140. I was strutting down through there. I wasn't playing no game. Me and old Lester Sweet, we come down through. He run a 4.39. I run a 4.41.
Well, you know, back then they was handhelling it, so it probably really was a 5. Probably was a
No.
Probably was a 4.5, 4.6.
Nah, it wasn't gonna.
You think it was legit?
It had to be legit. When they hit the button, that's what it was.
That's what it was, champ. So what was your max bench and cleaning and so forth back then?
I maxed at 315 at 148 pounds, and I squatted 550 pounds, and I snatched 275 off the ground. I was just that mean.
What your last name is again?
Smith.
What does it mean to be a Smith?
Well, you know, my granddaddy was a hard-working man, and I used to go with my granddaddy and feed the cows and everything. And my granddaddy just worked for Mr. Norman Clifton. He used to own the Ford dealership, so that's why all our people drove Fords. And because they called right there by Burger King right now, the dealership right there. Norman Clifton owned that, and I used to go up there and you know, feed cows and throw hay. You know what I'm saying? And me and my cousin Sid Smith, we used to go up there. My granddad used to come get us all the time. You know what I'm saying?
You know, the Smith, the generation before you, which would be your father and your uncles, you got some mean ones. You got Pop.
Yeah, that's my dad.
You got Willie.
Yeah, that's my uncle.
You got Frog, a.k.a. Jerome.
Yeah.
You got G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
You got Martin.
Yeah.
You got some Abraham. You got some monsters coming out through here. You know, and they was the Putwood boys.
Well, yes. My daddy owned 2 Portwood trucks, and I used to go with my daddy in the forest out there on Sundays, and we'll go out there and load a truck because he just getting a start before Monday. So we'll go out there and load the truck, and I putting Portwood on my shoulders back then. You know what I'm saying? My Uncle Willie, he wasn't about 5'4", but he gonna put that thing on his
and throw it up on top of that.
Yeah. So, you know, that what they did now. We used to go across the the bridge out there. You know what I'm saying? Going out there off 40 right there. And my Uncle Pernell had a Cobra jet. That he come from Vietnam. Uncle Pernell was in the Marines. He was tough. He was real tough. And I liked him because he was tough. And I was gonna go to the Marines because my Uncle Pernell went to the Marines. And man, we used to go out there and put that thing, load that wood up. We bring it back in. And my Uncle Pernell worked at the pipe plant out there on right now they call it Baseline Road out there. So, but he was tough, man. My Uncle Pernell didn't play no game. He was tough. So that kind of and my Uncle Jerome, James, Abraham, they played golf. They played golf at Vanguard. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they played golf. They were good. They golf a lot. Because right behind my grandmama's house, we had a golf course right there.
Correct.
So my uncle, like I'm saying, James, my uncle Jerome, and my uncle Benjamin, all of them, they played golf. Right. You know what I'm saying? And my uncle went to my other uncle that played golf, Abraham. He went to Florida, University of Florida, had a full scholarship.
For playing golf?
No, for his mind.
For his mind.
He's just that smart.
A lot of times, for us who know the Smiths,
yes,
you can see a Smith a mile away.
Yes.
By the statue.
In our hands.
The hands.
All our hands the same.
Let me see them.
Oh, look at Vernon hand. All our hands the same.
Show them. Let them see them.
All our hands the same.
Everything.
Okay, but when you see a Smith, you're going to see a stout, born, 2 years old, walking around in pamper with muscles.
Yeah.
They ain't going to get too much taller than 5'6", 5'7", right. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're taller about 5'10".
But the athleticism is there.
Yeah.
The grit, the determination.
Yes.
That's always very, and you can throw a little aggression in there. You know what I mean? Not really. I wouldn't say mean because we was all, how we was raised. We was raised with certain kind of toughness.
Smith, so
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Exactly.
And that's the biggest Smith ever. There. That's the biggest. He his dad always say he got it from my mama daddy. You know what I mean? But that's a good size Smith there. That's the biggest Smith ever.
Mm-hmm.
But coming up as a Smith, did you ever feel like when you was a young man, did you ever feel like it was you had to live up to something or, sometimes stipulations are placed on you.
Yeah.
And your father is the oldest of the Smiths
mm-hmm.
and you being his first son, did you feel obligated to live up to a certain standard?
Well, as growing up as a kid, my family is a very popular family.
Mm-hmm.
On my daddy's side. You know what I'm saying? My mama's side, my granddaddy, Jack, he was just as tough.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
the real three-wheel monster, huh?
Yeah. My granddaddy, the other granddaddy played no games neither.
Yeah.
But, just growing up, I just liked it being around my granddaddies because at the end of the day, my granddad is what instilled in me what I have in me now.
Mm-hmm.
Not say my dad didn't do it.
Right.
But my granddad is.
I remember Mr. Jack stayed over there behind the Harders over there.
That's right.
He'll get us, line us up, take us over there. Back then, Harders had some... What you know about Chicken Charlie's, man?
Well, Chicken Charlie's, I used to always go get the spicy chicken. And Chicken Charlie's had the big biscuits.
What about that yellow rice?
and cinnamon roll. And that yellow rice. Yeah. But before Chicken Charlie's got that, you got to remember that was a bakery.
I don't remember that.
That was a bakery because before Chicken Charlie as a bakery, and then when my mom and them was coming up, we used to go there, and that was like a a place you just go and pull in, and you just take the thing and order your food, and they come out there and walk in and bring you food.
Like kind of like Dairy Queen.
Yeah, it was a Dairy Queen, but it was like a sob hop, what they called it back in the day. You ever seen what a name them? Happy Days.
Yeah.
So you seen the thing with Happy Days that come in and that's what that was.
I didn't know that.
That was a Happy Days.
Man, how old you is, man? Great day.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah,
You
man.
didn't know that?
No, I ain't know that.
Yeah, it was like
the first, you got me by a few years. So the first thing I remember was Chicken Charlie when it came to that,
But what used to come in there, and you come in there, order your food, you pull right up to the thing, and you grab the thing, and you order your food.
It's kind of like what Sonic is now.
Exactly.
Right.
That's what that was. And you had a seller's rack called the street.
I remember Sellers.
Sellers Grocery. Yeah,
remember
Mr. Sellers right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You come in and order everything, and cross the street from there, you had Phillies used to have the fish market.
Now I remember the radio station.
That same thing. The fish market and the radio station was right there.
Yeah.
And then you used to have the little like a little trailer right there. When I was going to Howard Middle, I used to come there and get my candy in the morning.
But back then you ain't eating them with a dime.
Oh, that's all you. Dime get you everything.
everything you need. But, hey, and then you can drink that soda and take that ball back up there and trade that ball in and get some more
Showing
money.
up. Listen, now I'm in the sodas I took, balls I went took up the sales and trading in. I used to hunt bottles all the time.
Hey, me and Joe ain't play. You leave them. You think you saving your cans. Me and Joe go and scoop up them cans and take them up there by the railroad track.
And then, where we used to sell the cans at was on the other side of the old sheriff department over there.
No, the cans was right up from it was one over there first.
That's right.
But then they got the one right up there by the railroad track there, right from the house.
Exactly. That was the second one they opened up. But the first one, we used to come right across over there by the old sheriff department.
Okay, if someone mentioned the Lomo Stacks to you, what's the Lomo Stacks?
Oh man, we got to go back. What the name behind my grandmama's house back there, and either over the what a name right there over by Bud's Quarters. What the name?
The charcoal plant.
Yeah, but you got your charcoal plant, but you had that right there, and then the other one used to go down when they haul the logs at. On the back side where the original...
Well, Perner lived that back down that road back there.
Yeah, but you got to realize they had the original Mark III conversion vans right there.
Oh, yeah?
On that back, yeah. Right there, before you get to 441 right there. You make the left, you make the right there.
Okay.
That's where you had the original where they used to customize the vans.
Right.
So... I used to walk, me, John Gager, and put him out there, John and Curtis Gager, caveman. They used to take me back there, to get the things out the machine.
Yeah. I think about our adventures back then. Mama them, back in the day, you going out the door and play, come back, eat some lunch, get on back out there and play again. The adventures. The sliding down the bridge in the cardboard.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Vernon, the first man ever in history, with the chopper bicycle. Uncle Bro got the little balls and those switches. So his bicycle like a chopper. He's sitting like a chopper. Remember them days there?
So you know how we made them choppers, right?
How's that?
We would take another bicycle and cut those things off and push them up in there. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how we made the chopper bicycles.
Okay, so what we gonna do? We gonna switch gears here. So you graduate from high school.
Yes.
You go to college.
Yes.
Where do you go to college at? What do you major in? And let's talk about college life.
I went to Bethune-Cookman College, and I was majoring in physical education. Mm-hmm. And what it was, I was gonna walk on to, Coach Larry Little. Mm-hmm. you know what I'm saying, was the coach at the time at Bethune-Cookman College.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I met two of my kids' mom at.
Right. Two of
And
your kids' mom.
yeah, two of my kids I met at Bethune-Cookman College. She was a cheerleader. And went over there and going to school and everything, and I got off into doing other things.
So you trying to tell me you come to Bethune-Cookman,
Yes.
walk on,
Yes.
and you wind up with a cheerleader? Who you think you are?
Yeah. Hey, man. She was older than me. She about 2 years older than me, but I rocked the world, so it's just what it is.
They say real bulldogs run the yard, huh?
That's right. And she was a QS, and the Q dogs would recruit me at the time, and I really wanted to be a Q dog, and but I got off in other things, and it just went off in other directions in my life or whatever like this, and I had to pay a penalty for that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all, at the end of the day, I'm all right with it. I'm healthy. I'm here.
We're gonna cut to the chase. When people think about Johnnie Smith,
Mm-hmm.
You tell me, what do you think when someone say the name Johnnie Smith?
Mm-hmm.
No matter whether they was born when you was born or they anything under you.
Mm-hmm.
When you think someone heard the name Johnnie Smith, what do you think the first thing come to their mind?
Well, the first thing that come to their mind is what they heard about me.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I just don't want people to judge me or what they heard about me, get to know me.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what I want you to do. Now, I did some things that in society don't look at that as a good thing. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I did it. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't change that. I paid the price for that.
You say things that people hear.
Yes.
People repeat what they hear.
Yes.
When we hear about people like John Wayne,
Mm-hmm.
George Washington,
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King,
Mm-hmm.
Johnnie Smith.
All those men had, what I'm saying is, all those men you just named,
Mm-hmm.
everybody had something that they didn't do right.
People perception.
Mm-hmm.
When we think about the perception,
Yes.
you can walk in. I can walk in here in a basketball, uniform, you know what I mean, or and they'll perceive you to be one thing, but that same man can come in with a business suit. They perceive him to be something else, and he come in with a doctor's coat, a lab coat. You can take a man off the street and he walk in. You go to the hospital, and he walk in there with a lab coat. You'll do everything he say.
Mm-hmm.
Because you perceive him to be something.
Exactly.
And and I understand where you're coming from when you say you don't want people to perceive you to be the man that you were.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to college, you get into some things, you pay a price. When we think of Johnnie Smith, we think of a man that done really a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You really was a kid.
That's right.
And now you sit here today, a 50-something-year-old man, almost 60.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different person.
Exactly.
But we all was a caterpillar before the butterfly. You must be a caterpillar in order to be a butterfly.
Exactly.
And so we have other people that's in their caterpillar stage.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any wisdom for these young men?
Well, what I can, from my perspective,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to tell any man, don't make no different race, creed, or color. Try to stay on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a penalty to play if you do something wrong. All right? So I just just, 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 just keep your mind together. Stay on a path that's gonna benefit you in life. All right, stay on a path that's gonna benefit you in life.
What was it? You know, your raising is my raising. We was raised the same.
Exactly.
You know, what was it that detoured you? You know, you go to college, like you said, you had aspirations of becoming a football player, something that you was good at, you was excelling at.
Exactly.
So what made you get into the things that you got into? What was it?
Well, it was just, I guess you see certain things and it's enticing me. It enticed me to do what I did. And, it just, you look at certain things, man, it's just the same thing with these basketball players, football players, or whatever. It just, something entices you.
Coming up, you always was a daredevil.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You live life on the edge.
And that was part of the reason.
And and even like coming up as a kid, you out there on the motorcycles, because you was light. Like you say, you on the wall, 100 and something pounds.
Yes.
The faster the motorcycle go, the lighter you is, the more
That's
advantage.
right.
So you a kid out here on these motorcycles, racing up and down the road, you living life on the edge. Do you think that helped, looking back, as you sit here a mature man today, do you think that helped kind of push you in that direction?
Well, what happened at the end of the day is I had a cousin that came up there and he was doing what he was doing, and he had a guy that was supposed to be his partner. And I'm sitting back looking at him like he's not doing the right thing. So I had to tell him, I told him, you know what I'm saying, because I'm looking at it, I'm like, that ain't right. So he went to listen at me. And the more he listened at me, it's the more I came into it to do what I need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And sooner or later, I just took it over. You know what I'm saying? He like, yeah, you right. I'm like, this don't supposed to be like this. This don't supposed to be like that, because you got to realize I'm the oldest, so I had to always run things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I told him, I said, that ain't right. And the more power I got, you know what I'm saying? I just took over the situation.
Right.
Because I was headstrong anyway.
You think leaders are born or leaders are...
Yeah. You leaders is born. Leaders not made. You're born a leader.
And see, so, and with that being said, if you in the middle of something,
That's
if
right.
you see it and it's in your area, it's just so natural to take over. Man, you ain't doing, let me show you how to do this.
Exactly. And I had to, explain that to him, and he's older than me. But just like I said, a leader's not made.
Mm-hmm.
A leader, you born a leader. So it's however you want to take over and do what you're gonna do. So I was born a leader. I wasn't made. I was born a leader.
And see, and once you, it's like it's instincts. It's just natural.
Exactly.
And it's common sense to you.
Exactly.
Like you say, he already doing it, but you ain't doing this with common sense.
Yeah, he's not doing it the right way. So my way was a different way, and that's how that happened. So now, getting to the point is that decision that I made then, that's why I ended up being what I was at. You know what I'm saying? For 26 years and 3 months. But I came back to home. I came back to Ocala, and I was going to make that decision. When I came back, this is what it was going to be. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying now? And that's how that was going to work.
Okay, the first time, he's doing it wrong. I'm going to show you how to do it right. The first time you get this your package. You responsible for this.
Well,
what was your mindset?
The thing about it was his package. I just didn't like the way the dude was doing it. That was his friend.
But it came to a point to where you have your own. So the first time you have something you responsible for. You have to do this.
Exactly.
What was your mind frame? Why do you think you were able to succeed where others failed?
Well, I had a lot of failure in my succeeding. You know what I'm saying? Because you dealing with people and they saying this and saying that, but I had a lot of failure before I succeeded to get where I needed to be at.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just a growing experience that I had to learn that everybody say that this, they not that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Dude, like, oh, you give me that.
Right.
I come back 2 days. Where my money at, man?
What's the biggest lesson you took from that?
Well, on the street, the biggest lesson I took for that, to leave dudes just running their mouth, or they might have other things going on, just leave that alone.
How do you distinguish right now to this day when you deal with people? Because all we are the things that we have experienced.
That's right. Well,
so how do you deal with it today? You know what I mean? Right now, for example, guy used to owe me money. You know, I do things. He used to do things, and you owe me money. You call me, hey, Big Pete, I got your money. Oh, you still straight? Yeah, I'm still straight. Well, I'll come out and get the money later. You know, I did that a few times.
Yes.
And I'm wondering, damn, why my Johnny ain't called me back?
Exactly.
And all of a sudden, man, baby Johnny went to jail. Oh, Lord. See, so now when someone owe me and you tell me you want to pay me, I come get it right then.
Well, the thing about it is now, you know, I live a whole different life that I used to live. And I learned a lot from my past situations. You know what I'm saying? So what I do is now, if I talk to an individual, I got to talk to you about 3-4 minutes. I already know you ain't going to do shit. Or you ain't going to give me what I'm supposed to get. You know, and I don't do no criminal activity, period. Right. You know what I'm saying? But now I have learned, because, see, the thing about it was, when you give somebody something, we homeboys, we cousins, or whatever we might be.
You think you ain't gonna suffer the consequences?
Exactly, and that's where you finna go wrong at.
Right, right.
So what I did was, I used to talk to a guy. I was in Long Park, California, and I used to talk to an old Italian guy. And you know, he told me some good stuff, and that's why I came out and apply myself to do what I do now with a job. You know what I'm saying now? Because he told me some good stuff, like, if I give you something, you're supposed to pay me. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not gonna pay me, I put taxes on it. All right. So now if I put taxes on it and you not paying me, he say, your family see you get up every day, put a 3-piece suit on and drive a Cadillac. Where you working at? He said, so when something happened to you, don't go to hollering crying, because you know what they was doing. He said, because I want my money. So I said, if I ain't going to do it that way, I'm going to stay out the way.
Have you ever had to put down or give strict, you know, you had to put down on someone that, quote unquote, that was close to you because of these type situations?
I'm not going to say they was close to me, because my family members, I brought them into the circle. But yes, I had to let them know I'm not playing no games. And, you know, at the time, that's the life I lived it. And yes, I used to put the hammer down. I wasn't playing no games with them.
You know, I remember an incident. You had a Maximum back in the days with a sunroof.
Yeah, my wife. That's my wife, Max.
And I remember an incident you had with someone over by the auditorium, the Rib Web Stadium, where it had the brick wall.
Yes.
you was known as a loose wire.
Yeah, I get why. I cut loose.
I mean, I can vaguely remember that as a kid.
Yeah, I cut loose.
And I used to always make the statement when it came to you. By you being older than me, we all looked up to you. You know what I mean? And I used to say you got people that play crazy, and you got people that was crazy.
You thought I was crazy, huh?
But you to me, you was Johnny.
Yeah.
To me, but it's just about us. You handling business. If you cross the line, you get in the pit with me, I'm gonna scratch. And that's the point of people playing crazy. It ain't crazy. See, even me and myself in my life, throughout my life, you can't do what you want to do to me and then tell me when it's enough when I decide to retaliate. That's not life. See, that's people going through life without accountability.
Yes.
See, you can't violate me and my family, and then when I come out this sunroof with this chopper, and you run into this wall, and I get out and can proceed to do it, you can't say I'm doing too far.
Yes, I mean, and honestly, I ain't gonna tell you no lie. If somebody get out of line right now today, I'm gonna take it to them.
And see, that's to me.
But I try to stay away from that situation.
The difference is back then, you almost, whether you believe it or not, you was almost looking for it.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? See, nowadays you try to avoid it.
Well, you had dudes thought they was tough, so I wanted to see them.
You want to see them?
Yeah, I want to see them.
Yeah, and this particular joker, he was about your height. You know, y'all same weight class. Everybody screaming his name on the other side of town.
Well, they could be 6'5". I was trying to see you. I mean, that just and all my cousins and everybody backed up behind me. We finna get it on, man.
You don't remember, I posted an XO stick that about the free birds. See, I slipped up on it. You don't remember the free birds, did you?
No, it's...
See, the free birds, back in the day, they had the shark troop over there.
Oh, I ain't care nothing about that.
Yeah,
man.
And like my particular childhood, when you talked about, you bringing the family in, and I didn't delve into that world until I was 25. I never even put it in my hand till I was 25 years old. But the opportunity was always there for us.
Yeah, it was there
because of you.
Exactly.
I just chose not to do it. And Mom just kind of, what I'm saying.
And you know what though? I never heard Terry, Brent, Vernon, Stick That, and none of them that y'all was doing that. Because first of all, my thing is right here. If you didn't want to do it, I wasn't going to try to get you to do it.
Right.
It wasn't that I'm going to force on to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got to think, see, for my audience that's looking at this, he 25 and under. We teenagers. We kids.
Yes.
I mean, children.
I went to prison at 25 years old. I got out at 51.
We literally children.
Yes.
So, so we going back 25 years old.
Mm-hmm.
The life you live life.
Yes.
You from 18, 19 when you go into college to 25. That was a hell of a 6 years, man.
Yeah, yes. I'm gonna tell you something. And the life that I lived, man. My ex-wife now married, and my kid's mom. I mean, it was no shortage of money, man.
At your peak, give me a number you sat down and counted and say, man, this belongs to me.
Well, right there in Bub's quarters, right there, around the main store, right. That's where we made my first $1 million at. All right, and I used to. This no lie. I mean, I used to, go down to Miami, spend $400,000, $500,000, $600,000 just buying drugs, man. To bring back you know what I'm saying, to put on the streets in O'Kellen. And I don't glorify that, you know what I'm saying? I don't want the kids out here doing that, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that was a whole nother life I lived it way back then.
You know,
But I used to go to car dealerships. I told him, I said, let me see the manager. I don't want to talk to nobody but the manager. Who own this dealership right here?
24 years old from Buzz Quarter.
22, 23. I was going to say, who own it? I don't want to talk to you. Where to own at? And I used to go in there with cash money in a brown paper bag and put it on the table. All in $1,000 wraps. But, you know, it just, now that I sit back and I'm like, you know, I live that lifestyle. But now I'm out. I'm doing good.
Content.
I'm content with what I do.
You know, when I graduated from high school, I could get gas for 89 cents. 99 cents a gallon.
That's right.
You heyday. Mm-hmm. So when gas is 99 cents, you walk around with your first $1 million. You said the first one.
Yes.
Not the second or the third one.
Yes.
Okay, so therefore there's more to come. So in today's economy, that $1 million is probably like $10 million.
Yes. And just like I say, I mean, it was no shortage for money. I mean, it was money. I mean, I just had it everywhere.
Let me ask you something. So, you know, more money, more problems.
Yeah, yeah.
And with the money, no matter what the era is, there go the ladies.
Well, that was the problem right there, the women. The men, I ain't too much care about the problem with them. And you got to realize, I mean, this was the era where the music going on, this going on, these cars going on, whatever. I take my car down there, I pay $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, get painted, interior done on it.
Did it ever get to the point to where it's like, you know, because, you know, sometimes rich people are the most unhappy people. There's nothing to want for.
Well, I wasn't that rich. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what you're saying. But, you know, when I went to prison, I was building the 6 square, I think about 5,800 square foot house. Mm-hmm. That's considered a mansion.
25 years old.
25 years old.
You know, if you could go back doing what you did, like the mind frame, you know, we always, and like you say, being the oldest son, you had a level of maturity, you know, and the bloodline. That's you know, right. we talked about the Smiths. We ain't talked about the McNeil.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a hell of a mama bear.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, my mama.
You understand what I'm saying?
You know, at the end of the day, I seen how my mama worked. I ain't never seen my mama didn't work a day in her life.
You know how much ice cream I ate? Huh?
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen my mama don't work a day in her life. You understand what I'm saying? So it was like, yeah, my granddaddy, you know, over there, but I'm saying what Jack McNeil did over here, my mama, daddy, and my grandmama. My grandmama used to get up 4:30 every morning and went to work. So I got this in me. It is there. Yeah. I can't change it. It's there.
You know, and even in the game, some people are blessed to have the opportunity you have, but they don't capitalize. See,
that's what I did.
That hustle and that raising, that bull that's in you, you got to, you know what I mean? You have to go get it. It can be given to you and you can still drop the ball.
So, Jailer, what you just saying, I had opportunity and I took advantage of it. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because that tenacity.
Put me in the game, coach.
I got all of it right there.
Yeah.
I told you I can score I told you I can score the football. Mm. I can score a touchdown, put me in there.
Put me in there. Give me the ball.
And once I got in there, that was it.
You know, at the height of this,
Mm-hmm.
when did you know the end was coming? Or
Well,
did you see it coming?
No, I didn't see it coming. I didn't see it coming because I didn't understand the federal drug laws. So I didn't see it coming.
You know, and even when you sat here and said, you know, I go in there, let me talk to the man and buy this car and just over 10,000, you just, where it costs, you know, certain things, you know, you so young and and it's no one that really failed before you in this area. No one was doing the things that you did. You was a first timer.
Yes.
You know?
It's like I go down to Bremen, Cadillac. I don't know it's still named Bremen right now today, but anyway, he's on the Philadelphia Eagles. He on Bremen, Cadillac in Miami. So my ex-wife, she wanted a Cadillac. I'm like, okay. I go down there. I tell the guy, I say, I told her to pick out what she wants. She picked it out. It's on the showroom floor. I asked him what it cost. He said $45,000. I said, all right. I said, Mary, go get the money out the car, bring it back. Paid $45,000 for it. Signed, sealed, and delivered. So before that, I was riding a bench, and I got locked up for riding the bench. I'm speeding, hauling ass. I done got it worked on. So anyway, she goes down and she want this maximum. So she ordered a maximum. They told her to come back in 2 weeks and get it. She came back in 2 weeks and got it. All right. I went out to the GMC place right before I got locked up. I didn't even get to put a tag on this truck. I still remember what I paid for it, $26,100.
White truck.
And that's that red truck I had. Paid $26,100. I still remember it because they had to come and testify at trial. Everybody had to come and testify at trial. I went to trial.
You know, with these things and these presents you brought for others, a lot of times, you know, I believe that money just makes you more of who you already are. You either if you a butthole, it's gonna make you a bigger butthole. If you a good man, it's gonna make you a better. You just gonna give it away.
Yeah.
And you know, as I sit here and listen to you today, you ain't mentioned one thing you brought for Johnnie Smith. See, and that's a testament to the man that's sitting in the chair today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, while you was incarcerated, did you ever feel abandoned by those who you helped so much?
No, I didn't feel abandoned because first of all, the person I was, they used to go to my mama's house, see my brother, God bless the dead, Terry O'Hara. Hey, send this to Johnny. Because I'm gonna tell you what I did, right? And I went to jail for riding a 4-wheeler. And there was a dude in there. And they told a guy, that's Johnnie Smith right there. So he came up and talked to me. He said, man, I just got married. And I'm in here for child support. And they told me to holler at you. So we talking. He like, man, I love my wife, just got married, got myself together. So I'm like, well, what you owe for the child support? So he told me what he owed. So I called Mary. I said, Mary, listen, got this guy, he just came up and talked to me. And just got married. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to do the right thing. Take this money over to Rod Richards' mama house, which is cool. I said, take that money over there and his wife and gonna go get the money. Mm-hmm. When he got the money, paid it, got out of jail. So I'm at the right here on 40 where we at right before they put the other racetrack there, right? So I'm in there pumping my gas one night. So he come up, he said, Johnny, how you doing? You know, I said, hey, how you doing?
Do you remember him?
I remember him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, hey, how you doing? He said, you don't remember me? I like, man, my recollection ain't right here right now. You know what I'm saying? So he said, I'm the one you paid the child support. I said, oh shit.
Yeah.
You serious? And I told him, I said, you kept that promise to me, right? If I paid that child support, that you was gonna keep it up. And his wife said, yes, John, he did. He's still doing it. And she like, John, I want to appreciate you so much, such. And here you go. I think I paid about $1,800 for him. You know, got him out. And here you go. I don't remember the guy.
You know, one of my things one of the things I remember about you the most, you know, once you became, you know, we know childhood, Johnny, but once you became this figure, is how every time you would see a church out there selling fish,
I bought it all.
You would come buy it all and you would give them a big donation. And half the time you ain't want the fish. you know what I mean? And as I became a man, when I grew up and I became a man, to this day, if I see a church out there selling fish, I go and get fish. I buy fish. I don't really care for fish. You know what I'm saying? But that's something that I saw from you, and I always kind of carried that, you know, because we all miss you when you left. Yes. You know what I'm saying? You get this big cuz, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you know, he gone and stuff, you know, and me being young and me, one of the few that wasn't in that world, I ain't really know quite all the details like some of the others did. Yeah. You know, everybody's saying this, everybody's saying that, you know, but, you know, I don't know if you remember, you know, I used to do music, you know, after you left, and I had a song called Come For You. Okay. And it's called What You Gonna Do When the Police Come For You. Is you gonna snitch like a bee or stand taller grab your D? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And at the end, I kind of went on a rant, you know, kind of like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Real from Color, Florida, da-da-da-da, Johnnie Smith, da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? I ain't heard. You gotta let me listen to that. Yeah, I gotta let you hear the old Big P. You gotta send that to me, man. I gotta send the old Big Pills to you, man. You gotta send it, because I had a couple more made some songs, too. Yeah. You know and, you know, so... You get word they after you. No, I never got word. This is what happened. I didn't even know the feds was coming because they got what they called a secret indictment. That's what they used to do. So what happened was, and this the story. Me, Rod, and Tim Tuckerson, we was down in Miami. Went to went to holler at my people, whatever, like this. So I said, man, let's go on back to Old Keller. So me and Rod, Tim dropped us off. Tim dropped us off to some girl house. I ain't gonna call their name. They married now, so I'm not gonna call their name. Redbone? You know, whatever it is, they was bones. You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what it is about them, boy. We love them. I don't know what it is about them Redbone, man. But anyway, Tim ended up going to, I can tell you this, Tim ended up going to Bellevue down there, whatever he was going at. He was driving my mama Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? She had that burgundy and gray one. Because she had the blue one, and I got rid of that, got another. So anyway, Rod mama called and said, Rod, them people been here looking for you. They went to Queer house. That's Rod mama name, Miss Queer. She said, they say, tell Johnny and Rob we looking for him. That's what you call a secret indictment. Yeah. So what happened was, and I don't really, you know, get off into that there. I don't, you know, as long as them dudes don't bother me, I don't bother them. But anyway. What do you mean by them dudes? I had some people go to the grand jury on me. All right, they went to the grand jury, got me indicted. So let me get this understood. So before they came and say, hey, tell Johnny and them we after them or whatever, they hadn't went. They already went snuck behind your back. Well, yeah, they hadn't went already. Yeah, like I had some Colombians go in. I had a Colombian and his wife, and so these wasn't 352. These wasn't the people from the house. No, you had some 352. Yeah, the 352 the one got me in. Okay. They just bought the other people in. You know what I'm saying? Solidify the case.
what happened was you had a Colombian from Miami and Tampa that I had some dealings with. Okay, he hadn't got jammed up. So when he got jammed up, you got other guys that, because they were living in Marin Oaks too, and they had dealt with people in Old Keller, right? So now I got people from Old Keller had them fail before I fail. That we call it, fail before I fail.
Yeah.
So this is, they gave them a telephone numbers, they gave them everything on me. And they let them went to the grand jury and they indicted me. Me and Rob.
Let me get this on. So your initial charge was conspiracy, correct?
Conspiracy to distribute crack cocaine.
So they never got you yourself, so to speak, in the act.
No.
25 years old.
They never had no
25
telephone,
years old.
Yes, telephone taps or nothing.
The oldest son.
That's what it was.
The leader.
I was considered the boss.
The grand whistle.
And that what they gave me the time for too.
the brain.
They gave me a life sentence for it.
See, a lot of the youth, a lot of them out here doing things. See, people don't understand conspiracy. That's to have knowledge of.
As long as you got knowledge of it, you could be locked up for it.
And see, and that's the thing, because we do not glorify the things that we done in the past. We're here to educate.
That's right.
This is educational to these young men who don't heard of this living legend, Johnnie Smith, and who don't heard of this. We trying to teach them the game and what to do and what not to do, because it's just a testimony.
Exactly.
And so your initial charge, so these people never got you yourself in the act of doing this. They can bring you down, give you a life sentence for conspiracy, correct?
I never had a telephone tap. I never had somebody get drugs from me. I never sold nobody no drugs or nothing. And I got a life sentence because it's conspiracy, and that's what it took, 10 to life. So what I did, I went to trial, all right? Me and Rod Richardson, we went to trial. We co-defendants. We side by side. We sitting at a table. He got his lawyer, I got my lawyer. All right? So what they do is, at the end of the day, once they found us once they convicted us, they took and added up all the drug amounts that people said was
Word
to
of
me.
mouth. Word of mouth get you a life sentence.
Word of mouth gave me a life sentence.
When that man, when he sentenced you, when he came back and gave you your sentence, take us through that. How did you feel?
Well, I got convicted on July the 27th, 1993. And I got sentenced on October the 3rd, 1993, because what they had to do a pre-sentence investigation and all this stuff.
They were so anxious. Think about that. So anxious to get you in and punish. I mean, you got people around here, you could get a speeding ticket nowadays and sit in the county longer than that.
Exactly. Well, I got locked up in Arcadia, Florida. They locked me up April the 27th, 1993. I was on the run. They come looking for us in March, the 24th. And they caught me down in Arcadia, Florida on April the 27th. My daddy was living down there, so that's why
I'm gonna ask you something. I'm gonna ask you something I always heard. Because I remember you like being on the run. And because I think I came somewhere and I seen you and you was like putting a bunch of money in bags, like literally garbage bags full of money. I guess that's the start of the run or whatever. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to the ex is nothing. I'm just telling you, just the word. Like I used to hear that. Man, that doggone day, Johnny wouldn't have got caught at one from that woman. Like meaning like I guess they followed them to you or the folks.
Well, this what happened. My wife at the time, she had a Migo Jeep. I don't even know they even still make them no more. But anyway, she had a Pico Migo Jeep, and a woman raked her somewhere on 200 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And she took it out to the Jeep place I had to get fixed. All right. So the feds was looking for all my cars. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So my Mercedes was down in the paint shop in Miami because it got shot at the auditorium. Rod and somebody had something going on. Terrorists driving my car, and they shot my car at the bottom. And so I sent it back down to Miami to get it fixed. And because we was getting ready to go over to the beach party, spring break.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I sent the car back down there to get that straightened on it. And what happened? Me, Rod, and Tim Tuxton, we went over to Daytona, and I rented the whole floor of a hotel up there. I told them we'll be in here.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, on the way back, I had to just bought that red truck out from out there for 441 out there.
So let me ask you something. So this after
This before the indictment.
So this
I'm running the whole thing down to you.
Okay.
So now I go out there and buy that truck. What happened was Rod's brother wrecked one of my trucks.
Mm-hmm.
He wrecked my truck that had the paint on the back with me and my ex-wife, our wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
The white truck. So anyway, I'm out to a girl house and Mary come out there and tear everything up. Caught me out there.
She acting like her husband.
Come in the house, shooting the house up, every damn thing.
I remember that.
I'm glad to get up out of there.
Yeah.
And come out there and shot Mel house up, man. I'm like, what in the world? So anyway, she took off and left. And the next day, I went over there and told Rod, I said, man, get me some money out that safe, man. I said, I got to go buy me a truck, man. Mary to come out and tow everything up out here, man.
Yeah.
That's his own house. Mary to come and shot up.
Yeah.
He's like, what? I'm like, man, she done come out and shot the damn house up. So anyway, I go get me some money. So I said, give me $40,000. So I go get me $40,000. I go out there and buy the truck. I paid $26,106 for this truck. I never met. So anyway, me, Rod, and Tim Tuxton, we go to the beach to rent to get the hotels. You know what I'm saying? Because we going over there. So anyway, I'm riding down 200, man. I see this vet over there. So I'm like, man, I need this vet, man. I tell Rod, I want to get this vet. So anyway, my mama just hadn't got the truck. So I called Queer. I said, Queer, I want to get this vet, Queer. She said, Johnny, don't get that. That's how she talked. Johnny, don't get that vet. I said, Queer, I got to get this vet. But anyway, they talked about not getting the vet.
Mm-hmm.
So next thing you know, 2 days later, indictment come out on us. You know what I'm saying? So we was down in Miami and we come back up here, the indictment come out and I go on the run, man. I ain't finna turn myself in. I ain't finna just volunteer.
Yeah,
you got to catch me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
did they wind up seizing assets?
yes, they took Mary's car, they took her Jeep, they took my mama's car, but they ended up giving my mama's car back to her. Mm-hmm. But everything else, they couldn't get. Mm-hmm. I had it, put up or whatever like that there. But it just, man, it just, that was that life back then. That's how we lived.
So when you go to trial, was there anything that? So these people had to go and testify before you.
Oh yeah, I got testimony staked up that toe.
So was there the ones here? You understand? You got the Colombians and stuff, but the ones here.
Oh yeah, you had about
people that you
10.
only.
You had about 10 people from Oak County.
And these guys, you basically changed their life.
Well, now I'm gonna tell you the truth. Most of the guys testified on me. I wasn't even dealing with them no more.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah. Haters.
They had to either owe me some money and I got rid of them. I didn't deal with them no more.
Right.
And I think one guy that I really was dealing with, even the Columbia, I wasn't dealing with him no more.
Let me ask you something. if the word envy, give me your definition of envy.
Well, you have envy and you have hate. When somebody envy you, my definition of envy is this right here. You can have somebody around you every day.
Mm-hmm.
They envy you. Because what you got, what woman you got, or what you might be doing. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They don't hate you. They envy you.
AKA despise. Admire. Sometimes they admire you. They want to be you. They want you, but you may not receive them the way they want to be received, and it turns into envy.
Well, the thing about it is, I think they envy you from the beginning. See, a person gonna envy you from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think, and I feel that's how it is.
Yeah, if it's not in them, they can't come out of them.
No, it is there.
Do you have? Is it every now and again? Like, we all have things. We think about and we have to push it out. We have to get rid of it out of our mind.
Exactly.
Every now and again, it's a little. You have to push it out, push it away. Anything like when it comes to that situation.
No, I don't have no ill feelings for them dudes, man. And I just don't bother me. I ain't gonna bother you.
Okay, so you were sentenced to a life sentence.
That's right.
Life sentence was life sentence.
That was life.
No coming home.
That's right.
You in there forever.
Yes.
When they changed the federal law.
Yes.
And you knew you had a chance to come home. What was that like?
Well, the thing about it is, they changed this. It's called Citizen Guideline Book, and they changed the Citizen Guideline Book a year later, or the same year, but they made it retroactive. See what they do with the Citizen Guideline Book? Every May they meet the Citizen Guideline Commission. That's what they call it. They meet in the feds every May. They're gonna do changes to the guideline book. You understand what I'm saying? And they made changes to the guideline book. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't even know they had made the damn changes, man. And we was on lockdown. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize I was at USP Lawn Park. I mean, it was a lot of thumping going on. You know, they was getting down. You know what I'm saying? So
man, they say you was they say you ain't have no good record in there, man. Say you had a losing record.
Well, I mean, I had to do some things. I mean, that's just life. You know what I'm saying? You in prison, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my record wasn't losing, but in the administration part, it was a losing record. You dig what I'm saying?
And it's hard. Like, okay, when you realize, okay, once you realize about this sentencing guy, I got a chance to go home. You got jokers that's in there that may not have a chance. And you got jokers, that goes back to that envy again because, your behavior plays a big part in you being released or not.
Exactly. And guess what? That's why the judge changed. See, the judge said at sentencing, he said, I don't want to give Mr. Smith a life sentence. But my hands are tied. Congress set the law. See, Congress set that law. So my judge was bound to give me what he had to give me because of the testimony and, what came on. So he didn't have no other choice. You know what I'm saying? My judge is right here from Oak Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And William Terrell Hodges. And he been dead, I think, about 4 or 5 years now. And it came and changed. He said, when he changed it, he said, right now, I can't do nothing. I'm bound by Congress to sentence Mr. Smith to a life sentence. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is this right here. All they do is play this gangster role out here like you're a gangster. But guess what look what they went and did. And I had tried to help these people out. I didn't owe them. They owed me.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I just didn't deal with them no more.
Yeah.
And I have came home And I probably have seen 2 of them. But at the end of the day, don't bother me. I don't bother you. I don't want no problem with you.
Yeah.
Because first of all, that's my past life.
Yeah.
I don't even live that life no more. And I'm not looking to have no conflict with you.
Right.
Because I don't live that life no more.
You know, if I make the statement, being in prison teaches you to be content.
Well, being content is this. When you content, you can't grow. You can't be content. If you got something you want to do, you got to keep on moving. See, being content is just sitting down like I'm sitting in this chair. I'm content.
Content in the sense of, remember when we talked about at the beginning what got you involved, and you say you seeing things, you seeing this thing going on, man, I got to have some of this here.
That's right.
You know, now you're more content with it. You're not willing to do the things to get that than you was willing to then. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm content in life as a 6. You know, I'm content with driving this truck, bringing this check on. I'm content
right.
with that.
Yeah, I'm
that's
content with living that lifestyle that I live now.
Right.
Because I grew up working hard, so working hard now don't mean nothing to me. So yes, I am if you want to put in that phrase, you understand what I'm saying? Yes, I'm content doing that. You see what I'm saying? Yes, I'm content driving truck, whatever, being on the road. Yes, I'm content doing that. Yes, I'm content doing that.
What was your hardest day in prison?
My 2 hardest days when my brothers passed. I was in prison. I lost 2 grandmamas. I lost a granddaddy. I lost 2 brothers. Multiple cousins.
Which one was the hardest?
Terry. It crushed me.
Yeah, Terry, Terry was Johnny, man.
It crushed me.
And you know, when you left, man, Terry was never as wild as you. You know what I mean?
He was right there.
Ain't no duplicating you with certain things.
He was right there.
But Terry always had a heart of gold. He got from you also.
Yeah.
And he definitely admired you, man. You know what I mean? He admired you. And I think even like football and things like that, he always tried to live up to his big brother.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a hard for me right now. It'll get me now, man. You know what I mean? Terry T, you know, cause growing up, we were the closest.
Yeah.
You know, Terry a week older than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me and Terry, neck and neck. I never forget 1986 Christmas. I got you get the little bicycle. I got a 10-speed. And Terry say, hey, Peter, you got that bicycle for Christmas? I say, no, I got it for Halloween. You know, it's just, man, I love that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I see the red truck right now, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just always a smile on his face. I don't never remember Terry like mad, yeah, he just always, you know what I'm saying? Very respectful, always.
That Terry talks some shit to me, boy.
Yeah, but you got to understand, I can't speak for him, but his memories is the Wild Wild West, Johnny.
Yeah.
So when he's dealing with you, that's what he see. That's what he remember. You know, Johnny, when we go on, man, like I done 18 years in prison.
Yeah.
You know, when you went to prison and a dead man, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Memories. All of us out here, the whole time you gone, boy, I remember Johnny. I remember that time when Johnny, I remember that time. That's the same thing we doing right now about Terry. I remember. You understand what I'm saying? So me and you sitting in these chairs right now is a resurrection, brother. You know what I mean? 18 years, 20-something years, man. We to come back home I remember telling my family, they Big Pete, and I stood in front of my family. I don't answer to that no more.
Mm-hmm.
I told them my name is William Robinson.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? I ain't Big Pete. Big Pete was a mind frame.
That's
Big
right.
Pete sent me to prison.
That's
Big
right.
Pete was a mentality.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes I talk about him in the third party.
Now, sometimes,
you know what I mean?
Sometimes I do bring it up, but I try not to do it.
Yeah, and see, I be aware of Big Pete, like mind frame.
Yeah.
Like when sometimes, I must admit, sometimes the Big Pete way does get results.
Well,
but
I ain't gonna tell you no lies. A couple of times I wanted to go off.
yeah, but it's you live and you learn.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what it took to push out of that cocoon, to spread your wings and be the butterfly you was
That's
today.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And I know my mama just as proud and happy as she could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I miss my brother, boy.
Yeah, I miss him too, man. We all miss him, man. Hey, I can make, but imagine he was sitting on that futon right now.
I miss my brother, boy.
He wouldn't even let you do this by yourself. He gonna be sitting right beside you.
I miss him.
Yeah, man.
He was gonna be on every turn. If I needed him to pick me up, he was gonna be there to get me.
You better believe it, man.
I miss him, man, and
yeah.
He took a lot of time out with my son Jonathan.
Yes, he did.
Playing football,
Your son, when we talk about the man that's sitting in this chair and the memories, people that are leaders, people like we talk about these Al Capones and these John Gott, these people, whether you believe it or not, you was one of these people.
I understand
to so many others. To you just Johnny. I'm just Johnny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what you were to so many people, and even the people you touch. See, I believe in God. I believe in grace and mercy. I believe that some of us are born with favoritism.
Yeah.
And here is a man that was sentenced to life, natural life in prison, sitting in this chair right now.
That's right.
And the lives that you affected, even the coaches.
Yeah.
Your son ain't had no business out there starting on varsity. There's no freshman.
Yeah.
But the talent there, but that kid need to, man, listen, man.
Yes, we're gonna let him grow up, huh?
His name is Johnnie Smith.
Yeah.
I know he could do it.
That's right.
It's in his blood. I'm looking for his daddy.
That's right.
And I remember being on the side. I used to coach at Forest. Mm-hmm. And I remember Westport had a linebacker named Jeff Coates or something like that. Mm-hmm. That was pretty good. He was a senior, your son.
He wanted to get over to Jonathan.
Boy, he was hitting your son. He's like, he hurting the boy. The boy kid, 13, 14.
He told me.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, Pop, they were hitting me, but I wasn't going to stop.
But he got up every time.
And he ran that ball on him, too.
He'll get up every time. And back then, Vanguard.
Larry was out there hitting on him, too. Larry,
Artist?
Honor.
Larry Arnold, yeah.
Yeah, because they was ahead of him.
Gucci them, yeah.
Yeah, he was ahead of it.
Yeah.
He said he wouldn't stop.
He said out there hitting on him. If he the tailback, you got to lay him on trying to get him.
Yeah, you got to get him.
Every chance he get it. But that quickness was there. Now, by the time he got up senior, I mean, it's, they go his daddy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I read a thing right on Jonathan, right? And, they put the thing on him. Okay. I only got the paper when it was football season. Mm-hmm. And I had Terry send it to me. And they said, well, Vanguard going to bring their one back pony, J.J. Smith. So they asked another coach about him, right? And he like, you got to corral him. Can't one man tackle him?
Yeah.
He was a senior, junior, He said, you ain't going to be able to tackle him. Not one-on-one.
You think being short and lower, you centigrade, you think that made you a better running back?
Well, I mean, you got
now we know Adrian Peterson and Derrick Henry different monsters.
But they was tall, but they didn't they was explosive. They was explosive, they was powerful. Mm-hmm. But see, you go and look at a running back like Barry Sanders, when he squat down on you and do his thing on you, was finished.
You ain't got nothing to grab. By not grab them thighs, you
was finished. So Jonathan, You know, my thighs ain't big as they used to be because I got older, but Jonathan had real big thighs also, so he can squat and get out your way. You know what I'm saying? I used to have about, I think my thigh was about 29 inches. Right? You know what I'm saying? And my calves big, so, I can get out your way.
Smith. What's your last name is again?
Smith.
Hey, man, Jack Smith, man. Brent, man.
Yeah, that's the
Cat Eyes.
That's the Lieutenant Commando Brent. Him and Terry, boy, you just stay at it. You know what I'm saying? But
man.
they growed up together. You know what I'm saying? I love my brother, man.
And it's funny because when I think back, it was like, you had Von Seal.
Yeah,
Von Seal. That's the queen. That's Baby Francis.
Yeah, she the first.
Kim came along at the end. But Von Seal.
Yeah, Von Seal.
Everything off limits.
Yes, right.
It darn near took Big Mike to come. Go, where nobody else coming in.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was like you say, it was you and Harold, and then it was Brent and Terry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Brent and Terry grew up together. You and Harold grew up together.
Right. That's right.
Let's talk about Harold, man. Harold, when I hear people talk now, they be like, oh, Harold was a little loose too. To me, Harold was always the rational one.
Yeah, but Harold will get loose now. But just like you say, Harold, you know what I'm saying? I miss my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I miss both of them.
Yeah, you and Harold used to, Harold would, you was a cheater back then, man. Terry always was your favorite. To me. You can say what you want to say.
Yeah, Terry was my favorite.
Terry was definitely your favorite.
Yeah, he was my favorite.
Me and Terry fight. I mean, you don't pretty much amp the fight up.
Yeah.
Me and Terry fighting. If
I want to make sure y'all got them to stand up against some other boys.
Yeah, that's what you were doing. And I appreciate it. Because we fight. If I'm standing up beating him, you ain't too much you could do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You'll be like, okay, break. Whatever. You gonna break it. Either way it go. If Terry coming out on the bottom, you breaking it.
Yeah.
And now if I get him on the ground, you definitely that's a stop instant.
Yeah.
We got to get your man.
Stand back up.
And Harold always get me.
Yeah.
Now Terry is Harold's brother.
Yeah.
But to me, Harold was fair. It wasn't no, we all family. So it wasn't no, that's my brother, that's my cousin.
But at the end of the day, yes.
At the end of the day, you was Terry.
Well, I favor Terry. Yeah, I favor Terry out on my brother.
And I always say, and when the first time I seen you, like, since we both come home, I seen you. And that's the first. I was like, boy, this joke always cheap for Terry. Cheap for Terry.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm looking up to you. I'm like, well, damn, Johnny. You know what I'm saying? But we all the same, but
but I mean, at the end of the day, well, none of y'all gonna, really hurt each other. That wasn't gonna happen.
And I remember from those things, you and Harold started getting at it.
Yeah.
Because Harold know you cheating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you and Harold wind up getting into it.
Yeah, but I was always Terry my baby brother. So I always favored him.
What made Terry different?
It just he always just favored me.
To me, Terry looked like Pop.
Yeah, he looked just like Pop, yeah.
Yeah.
But
to me, Terry is Pop.
Terry would, anything dealing with Johnny, Terry was gonna deal with it.
Yeah.
He
loved you to death, man. When I say to death, he loved you to death.
Yeah,
boy.
Don't get me, I love all my brothers.
Yeah.
But you wasn't finna do nothing with Johnny if Terry was around.
Yeah, you ain't gonna say nothing either.
Nothing either. That was gonna happen.
You remember who was a better dancer in the family?
I think Brent is the better dancer.
Especially during the Michael Jackson era.
Brent
get out there and then the sharp boy,
Yeah.
all the grown folks come, but Brent put on his glove, nigga. Brent
But
get out there.
Brent always thought he was a pretty boy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Brent tough too now. Don't get me wrong now.
Oh yeah.
But you know, Brent was the better dancer. You know what I'm saying? And I used to tell people I don't dance, I joke. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that was gonna go. But you know, all my cousins and all of them, man, we just, we just got that bond, man.
See, to me, Joe, Vernon, Brent the only one that had the hips to be able to dance.
Yeah.
The rest of y'all jokers, boy, like Joe with at the class reunion with Stephanie.
Yeah.
And boy, I laughed and I called him. He talking about, what you talking about? Boy, I'm joking. I'm on beat. I said, that's the Smith dance. Ain't look around you. Ain't nobody else on beat like you, Joe.
Yeah.
You got your. But I'm saying, but I swear he joking.
Yeah, but it just, yeah, like I say, man, it's a lot of us cousins. You know what I'm saying? We gonna deal with each other like that.
Yeah. I mean, I miss, man. It's so sad that family don't. I wish kids nowadays could grow up the way we grew up, man.
Oh yeah, we was cousins. That's how we grew up.
I remember. Do you remember? You might have been gone by it. No, you wasn't gone. You might have been out the house, maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, we spent the night at Miss Arlene's house, man. All us, 1,000 of us in there.
Yeah.
And but you can't go to sleep first.
Yeah.
But they gonna get that cigarette lighter and burn your toe. They gonna put that hot sauce in your mouth when you sleep. Oh, but you cannot be the first one to go to sleep.
But
do you remember Frisky?
Yeah, the dog Frisky. When messed around and got old and ran across that damn road and got run over. Frisky.
That was Brent dog, old German Shepherd.
Yeah, old German Shepherd. She was a what-a-name shepherd. She was the tall shepherd. She was the short one.
Yeah, Frisky.
And old Frisky, man, you brought up a boy. You went way back then.
I got another one for you. When y'all moved out there to Kendrick, you had Boss. That Doberman Pinscher.
That Doberman Pinscher.
Yes, sir.
Boss eat your ass up.
You know where Boss come from? Me and Joe.
We got right there at the, they used to have what a name called the railroad track right there.
Yep, that's where we got Boss.
The recycling place.
He got out. And me and Joe got him and we took him to Kendrick.
That's right. Boss.
What's up with Marvo? Tell me about Marvo.
Marvo should be getting ready to come home around October.
Well, we moved to Kendrick. You at Marvo, them had old Butch. Put Boss right on Butch.
They sure no day. Boss didn't play no games, boy. Yeah. And then Grover had another pit bull that we ended up getting from this guy here every time. This is a world champion.
What his name was?
Zach.
I remember
Brenner had that Brenner car. He was a Zach. His name Zach. And we got him from out there in OPE. A guy met, Grover knew this dude. And the dude said, man, I got to get rid of this dog, man. This dog trying to jump. He getting old. So the dog was jumping on horses, everything. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm going to get sued, man. I got to get rid of this damn dog. And we got our old Zach, man. And Zach used to run round and round.
Yeah.
Round.
And I remember another Turbo. Turbo caught a cat. And cause Turbo had a real big old head. He put the cat head in the mouth and shook, and the body separated from it. He just let it go, drop the head.
That was the tan and white one.
Yeah.
That was Turbo, the tan and white.
That was Turbo. Well, we were them some good old days, wasn't it?
Yeah, so, man, you done went way back. You done talking about... I'm talking about way back. He done bought up a Boss.
But I remember you had the old slow Camaro.
I had a Camaro and I had my first car I bought was a Cordoba. The blue and white Cordoba.
Like Pernell's on. No, Pernell had the Cobra Jet.
Yeah, but I ended up buying a blue and white Cordoba out packing watermelon. That's my car I had in school. Because my mama had
It sat out. Which one sat to your mama house a long time? It was blue, wasn't it? Something like that?
No, that was called a Shorty. Marbo ended up getting that car. Called a Shorty. I bought that from Richard Brown daddy. And after he passed, I bought it from the mama. And I had the Cordova, the white with the blue top on the blue interior. I mean, you couldn't tell me I wasn't a playboy. I was in high school then with my own car.
Who is Nasty J?
That's Johnnie Smith. They gave me that name in high school. I used to come through every day in Vanguard. Every morning, I used to mess with the girls. That he's so nasty. They saw. So that honestly, that's how I got that nickname. Them girls used to sit there, treat us Pinkney and all the Ramona Woods and all of them just, he's so nasty. So that's how I get the name Nasty. So that car I had, that's why I had Nasty in the corner right there. Or what is the name tinted them windows in my car? Wilson. What is the last name? He lived down south now. But he the one ended up tinting them windows. He had a music shop right there off of 27th Avenue right there. And 10th Street right there. What his name is? He was a Marine dude. What? Damn, I can't call it. But he the one tipped it. He was good with that tint and cut that one out right there.
You know, the phrase boss talk.
Well, boss talk, if you're a boss, that's how you talk.
If you had to sum up Johnnie Smith, the man today, in 3 words, what would it be?
Well, if I had to sum up in 3 words.
Or less. 3 words or less.
I have grown into a better man.
Amen. What would, the man that's sitting in this chair now, what would you tell 25-year-old Johnnie Smith?
Not to do that.
If you had to do it all over again, you would, if you can go back in the hands of time, would you do it and be less like it is now, or would you not do it all, or would you do it different?
No, I wouldn't do it at all.
Elaborate on that. Why is that?
Because I could have the same things now if I didn't do that. That was just a fast way to make money.
You think you would have got the same women?
I was always popular. I'm handsome.
Boss talk.
That's right. Boss talk.
Boss talk. Okay.
You know how many girlfriends I had in school?
You know, which one got away? Which one you always wanted, but you never got your hands on? Maybe time she slipped through your fingertip.
Well, I mean, honestly, I didn't run at women or chase women, so I don't think it was now that I wanted to be dealing with that I didn't deal with. I don't think a woman got away from me, in that assets. You know what I'm saying?
You know, your son is a deputy sheriff.
Mm-hmm.
You find that ironic? The dad of Johnnie Smith Sr., son. I mean.
No, I mean, I let my kids choose their own life, their own path, and whatever. I'm all right with it. And my son been a deputy sheriff 17, 18 years, and I'm cool with that, man. As long as he ain't going to jail, I'm all right with that.
Well, yeah, he can do all the wrong work. They don't put them in jail.
Yeah, his mom, my daughter, tell me, say, your son just like you. He just got all these women. I said, nah. But Johnny, good. His name Johnny too. He a good kid, and he finna turn what? Johnny finna turn 38, 37, 38.
Having daughters. Having daughters in your life? What has they taught you?
Well, everybody think I spoil my daughters. They think whatever they do, they get away with. But I just love my daughters, man. You know, it just what it does is you know, right now I'm still not perfect. You know what I'm saying? And but I ain't married, so it ain't like I'm cheating on no woman. You know what I'm saying?
So the only way you can cheat if you're married.
Yeah, I guess so. But you know, I try to, you know, treat women, you know, a certain way because I got daughters. You know what I'm saying?
What about Maybelline?
Maybelline. I went to school with Maybelline, her and her brother. And I think Maybelline them used to live over about Howard Elementary School.
Yeah.
Got a brother named damn, what the hell his name is? What the name? But I don't know. You know, Maybelline was a big woman, but they were a little too big for me. But
So what? So what qualities do you look for in a woman? Is it looks first or?
I don't look for looks. I look for how a woman take care of herself, her drive, her determination. You understand what I'm saying? If a woman ain't working, we ain't got nothing going on.
You know,
Unless I'm taking care of the house.
I got a Pop the Bloom challenge. You know what the Pop the Bloom thing is?
Now, what's that?
So like the bachelor comes in and you might have 5, 6 women lined up on the line there and they all got a bloom.
Gonna put me on the spot, huh?
So they get a chance. If they like you, they keep their bloom.
Okay.
If they don't, they can pop the bloom. If it's all failed
The balloon. Okay.
and it's a woman left and you know she still got her bloom, you ask questions, she asks questions. If that's what it is, you know, you go out on a date. You gonna be a contestant?
Okay.
Or you know what I mean? But stay away from that. They gonna be looking now.
Yeah, I know it. I don't think I better get into that. I don't know. Should I get involved in that right there?
Oh boy, I tell you, man. So, I mean, is there anything on your bucket list to do that you haven't accomplished yet?
I mean, I don't. You know, I guess if people might think that I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing that I need to do that I haven't done. I mean, I'm just that type of person. Mm-hmm. I don't care about.
You live in the present.
Yeah, I don't care about jumping out of an airplane or flying to Italy. I don't care nothing about that. I don't care about meeting the president or nothing.
See, to me, Johnny, I don't know, is it prison? Because we spent so many years in prison. We almost spent more years.
Well, I did. I did
prison.
spend more years. I spent more years in prison. That was until I came home.
Right. And then, you know, and those early years don't even, you really, you know what I mean? So it's like that shapes your mind frame.
Yeah.
And I'm the same way. Like,
I don't care.
I don't care.
Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. I mean, a bunch of our leaders and presidents and all this type of stuff, I don't really even care to meet them. If it was one person or 2 people that I want to meet, I wish I could have met Muhammad Ali. It just because he gonna talk nose like I'm gonna talk nose. We gonna talk shit to each other.
What if he want you would have got in there and tried him for 3 rounds?
Hell no, I don't fuck with Ali. But I'm just saying.
Let me ask you something. Now think about this before you answer. 21-year-old Muhammad Ali, 21-year-old Mike Tyson. Who win that?
Ali.
No, man. Tyson knocked that man out.
Ali will swell his head up.
Man, Tyson knocked that man out.
Ain't nobody hit hard than George Foreman.
I tell you what, lean against the rope with Mike Tyson and see if you're going to stand there.
He was going to lean against the rope. He was going to put him in and put that 80-some inch reach on him. He's going to swear Mike Tyson. Listen, I'm going to show you something. And I know Mike was old. But you see what Lennox Lewis doing to him?
That ain't the real Mike. We talking about the real Mike, man.
But what I'm trying to explain
as far as
to
that, you seen what Larry Holmes did to Ali?
You know how Ali was 40 years old.
But what, the point is, hey,
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Tyson would have had trouble against a young
Foreman. Yeah.
Foreman when he played. Now I'm talking about Larry Holmes.
Larry Holmes.
You had Larry Holmes jab.
Larry Holmes had a mean jab, boy.
He was gonna swell out.
Man, Tyson was a different animal.
Listen,
that's like to me.
I understand. Listen, that's our opinion.
To me, the best boxer, period, is Floyd Mayweather. I ain't never seen nothing like Floyd.
Nah, Floyd couldn't have whooped on Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray would have beat the brakes off him.
No,
Shit.
I don't think so.
Shit.
Now, Sugar Ray was fast and stuff, but Sugar Ray, I think we overhyped. See me, it goes back to that. I don't say what you're supposed to say.
Okay.
You know, like people gonna say you're supposed to say Ali, you're supposed to say Sugar Ray,
Yeah.
you're supposed to say Michael Jordan. I think Kobe would have whooped Michael Jordan.
You know what? Both of them was killers.
I think Kobe would have whooped him. He was an inch taller, better jump shot. Kobe would have faded him.
No, I don't think Kobe shot
Kobe had
better.
a better. Kobe had a way better.
Man.
Jordan ain't developed Johnny.
Jordan gonna turn around and shoot that fadeaway.
Jordan developed a jump shot later in his career.
And Kobe did too.
Kobe came off the top.
No.
Kobe was better than Kobe came straight from high school.
I want to ask you something. Do you think Kobe had a better jumper than Tracy McGrady?
I mean,
that Tracy was nasty, man.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna tell you who was good.
Now I'm gonna tell you what Phil Jackson wouldn't do. He wouldn't let Kobe guard Tracy McGrady when they played. And you know why he said it? He said Tracy too big for him. He said get him in foul trouble.
Are you sure? Kobe was 6'8".
No, he wasn't. Tracy was 6'8", 6'9".
Kobe 6'8".
No,
Kobe 6'7". Cause Jordan is 6'6". Kobe 6'7".
But Kobe always wanted to say he was 6'6". This is what Phil Jackson said. They said, well, why you don't let him? He said, cause he gonna get him in foul trouble.
You a Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith, man?
Barry.
Dan Marino or John Elway?
Dan, get out your hand, Dan.
Get out your hand, Dan. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Get out your hand, Dan.
You a Thundercat or He-Man?
I like He-Man.
Yeah. Master of the universe.
Listen, if Dan Marino would have had a defense, if Dan Marino would have had a San Francisco, New York Giants, and the man who won 4-5 championships.
Or a running game. They
game.
finally tried to draft Sammy Smith. He go out there on the damn ball every time.
Get it out your hand,
Dan. Get it out your hand, Dan.
I love the Dan Marino, boy.
You talking about a fight? You want to fight me? Go to talk about Dan the man. You gonna get your
I love Dan Marino, boy.
Yes, sir. That's my dog there. You on Florida State Gators? What?
Seminole.
Who was the best quarterback in Seminoles history?
I guess I got to go with Famous Jameis.
See, I said that to somebody, they want to say Charlie, but Jameis, Charlie just, see, people have a tendency to say whoever came first.
But as in throwing that ball, goddamn, James went through 5,000 yards.
Yeah, James was gonna get it out of
Get out the Famous James.
Famous James.
Yeah, but Charlie was good, and
believe it or not, that boy
Peter Weldon.
Casey Weldon.
Casey Weldon, and the other boy that won the Heisman Trophy. Winky.
Chris Winky. I'm gonna tell you one, that boy they just had a couple years ago.
Yeah, he was good.
He
was good, but he wasn't them though.
Yeah.
He wasn't them.
Yeah. Statistically wise, he was.
Yeah, he played 1 year, but Famous them was a couple years, man.
Yeah.
Peter Weldon and
Casey Weldon and
you know who the other?
If he don't get hurt.
The one that got drafted by the
Emmanuel.
EJ
Emmanuel.
No, but the other one got drafted by Minnesota. What is his name? The white guy.
Brad Johnson.
The other one too. It's another that got drafted. His wife is a commentator.
From Florida State?
That's from Florida State. His wife is a commentator in sports.
Who was P.J. Williams?
That's his son. My cousin.
Smith.
Yeah.
P.J. Smith. The hell Williams come from?
Yeah, they look just alike. How in the hell Williams get over there? Huh?
P.J. Smith.
How in the hell they get over there?
Monster. Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State. Oh, PJ. But you see a young picture running?
Yeah.
You see him.
That's a tall Smith, too.
Yeah, he about one of the tallest out of all.
Yeah,
Him and Kiki.
Yeah, I forgot about Kiki.
Yeah. That Kiki was bust a helmet, boy.
Do this. Yeah, Kiki was, yeah. I think about, I came along and I played linebacker.
Yeah,
and I was a monster my day, but, these guys I looked up to, Kiki was before me.
Kiki knocked your head off, boy.
Yeah. And I be wondering, like, how I would have matched up and fared up to them guys.
Kiki didn't play. Listen, Kiki would knock your head off.
Yeah, Kiki had a big head himself.
he was bringing that wood too, boy.
But no, Kiki had a special helmet.
Yeah.
But hey, man, them Kiki, Larry Artis, Dwayne Smith, Linwood Snow.
Yeah.
Them had some monsters. Tony Kaysen.
Yeah, Tony Kaysen. Me and Tony, we separated. Tony we went to Howard Middle together, and he went to Forest from right there. And Tony is from out there in Fellowship area out there.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony played for the Lions in MCYFL. And I can say Tony never beat me in 9 years we played. He was fast, but that joker was fast, boy.
That's what they say.
Parrot toed, that bow-legged, that joker run, boy. But we got hope his behind every time. Listen, I played for the senior Knights under Coach Larry Fuqua, and we won 3 championships over there. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I see Coach Fuqua. I call him Coach. Coach, that was my first, coach up under playing, organized football. I ain't talking about, we used to lock horns out there and above the quarters out there playing that sand lock. But Coach Larry Fuqua is my first organized coach. And boy, that Tony was fast, boy. And we had some bad linebackers over there. We used to get right on Tony behind, boy.
You got the game tackler, man.
Yeah, we used to run a 4-4-3. Four linebackers. You had
2 corners and a safety.
2 corners on the safety, but we ran that Mike linebacker and
Will.
Monster, Will, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff
So
there.
you played a little defense too?
I started on both sides of the field. Running back and cornerback.
Cornerback?
Yeah. I was locked down.
You weren't jumping like that. We throw the ball up in the air. You ain't catching.
First of all, I ain't gonna let you off the line. I played strong corner.
Yeah.
No. Out of the fast, you had Clifford Simmons playing on the other side on me, and I played the other side, and he was a tackler out of the cover.
Yeah.
Because I was faster than him, so I played. Coach Ski was my coach.
Yeah, quicker than a cat.
Yeah, so Tony, boy, we used to line up, and a lot of time when we played Forest. I came and played man to man. I played press coverage. I played press coverage. I'm gonna get my hands on you.
Yeah, you understand.
And I was way stronger than them anyway, so they couldn't do nothing with me. And Major Mills is good too now.
And you said you ain't never lost the Forest.
No, I never lost the Forest.
Don't have me. I'm gonna go check them records.
You go check it. I ain't lose the Forest as a freshman, JV, or varsity.
You sure?
Positive.
Now I'm gonna go check that now.
Go check it.
I can't be on here screaming you some legend and you up here.
Listen,
I know you're getting up there in
you.
age now. You might be forgetting.
No, I ain't forgetting shit. I just told you, Forrest ain't never beat my class.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you something.
You got to realize we won 3 championships in MCYFL, and all us went to Vanguard.
Man, that little league stuff. When people,
I just told you, all us went to Paul Curry,
Well,
Leslie Sweet.
But you know what though? You know, Vanguard ain't got no state championship yet.
And you know what? I listen. Now, Coach Farmer do a good job out there. That's a bad man right there. I like Coach Farmer. Because he seen them boys to college and everything. He do his thing, right?
Yeah, he do that.
And I think Vanguard didn't win a state championship because you got to realize Coach Yancey both Yanceys couldn't get along with the best players. Kerman Williams, Ricky Williams.
People that monsters, man.
Yeah. Bruce all these boys.
Hold on, say what you was finna say.
Bruce McDonough.
He'll be in here today at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, listen. Bruce is written from Braverton.
Yeah.
But his people right here, they rims.
Yeah.
All right. So now you got Kerman Williams, 6'2", throwing a 92-mile-per-hour fastball. Went to the Kansas City Chiefs. Bruce McDonald went to the Mets.
Yeah.
Now, both of them pitched on the same team.
You got to have a quarterback somewhere in there.
Both of them quarterbacks.
And when you're an athlete, it transcends from sport to sport.
Ricky Williams, 5'10", jump up and do a 360, slam it down.
See, you can never dunk though.
No, I can grab the rim.
Which was a long ways.
I had to get up there. But I couldn't, I couldn't palm the ball.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, you got to realize Bruce McDonald, Kerman Williams, Ricky Williams, all they do, Big Will and all of them sitting on the sideline because they couldn't get along with Yancey.
Yeah. You think I interviewed Yancey and I talked to him about things like that. And I think the difference, see, I'm on the side of a bad apple can spoil a bunch.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Even though you think about yourself, football to me, football got to be in your blood.
Yeah.
See, you letting that man sit there and yell in your face because you love football. Mm-hmm. Not the man. You don't care nothing about the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You really feel like I'll break his jaw.
Yeah.
But because you love the sport, you allow that.
Yeah.
And, some people just, hey, you understand what I'm saying?
But the thing about it is right here, Pete, these dudes I'm talking about,
game changers.
they look right in his face, just as tall as him.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just Phil Yancey. They couldn't get along with the brother, Jim.
Yeah, Jim was before Phil.
Yeah, he was before. He turned it over to him. But, like right now I see them, they coach Yancey to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, but man, we had some bad boys.
I'm going to give you one more Johnnie Smith story. This 25 and under Johnnie Smith story.
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yeah.
You remember the nightclub they had on 27 called Ruses?
Yeah, right. Yeah. On the other side over there. I probably was about 23 then.
And it was a teenage nightclub.
Uh-huh.
Me, Brent, Joe,
Terry.
Short might have been there that day. I don't know.
Yeah, Will. It was Bubba Man, Will.
All us is in there, and
y'all got on somebody behind in there.
Your nemesis, another short man in your era, the wall fellow.
That's how that started.
Oh, that started from that, right? I thought that did.
That's how it started. Y'all was
but
y'all got the one of our cousins too, Derek Bryans. He was running with Pole them, and y'all got hooked in them up in there. And that was Rock and said, man, they done whooped them all the way at the club. And next thing I know, we go over there to the parking lot over in in front of the auditorium right there. And they went over there and parked side the wall over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, y'all in high school at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like,
well,
yo,
I don't know. We was there. We might have been.
no. Vernon Matter was out.
No. It wasn't high school yet. We was like middle school, man.
No, that was
we were
high
like eighth. It might have been ninth grade. It might have been ninth grade.
Off 27 right there.
Yeah, 27.
Yeah, because another, they just call that place called the Club Hunker Tonk. That was the name of it too. Before one time.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so he like, man, they done whoop them boys over there. I'm like, what? So anyway, I'm outside. I'm sitting outside. I end up coming up, and so I said, okay, well, they did their thing, and let's. And so we go over there to the auditorium, and that's how that situation there happened. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him. I've seen Blit. I think I've seen about one time since I've been home. You know what I'm saying? Doing very good for herself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? Doing good for
That's
herself.
another athletic bloodline.
Oh yeah. They were bad wrestlers. They were bad wrestlers.
So Darryl Talbot?
Oh yeah.
That's my partner. Talbot was a nice wrestler.
Yeah,
he was good in football too. Dr. Darryl Talbot.
Yeah. All of them can wrestle.
Yeah.
All of them can wrestle. They get it from Blit. He started that line off wrestling. I'm gonna tell you another good wrestling family. He won the state championship too. Out of Forest. Robinson. Mike Robinson is my classmate, and the other Robinson, matter of fact, like I said, he won state in weightlifting. Tommy Frazier wins state championship. I won state championship at Vanguard, and he won it over there. But that was another, them Robinsons, they was bad too with that wrestling.
You know who came up shockingly, and he didn't lift weights, but he won a state championship, and I think he was on like 114. You remember Brian, Ricky brother? Brian.
Did he?
Yeah. Brian, cause Brian was like, I think he was like, I don't know why I want to say 114.
But I started off at 114. When I went to high school, I wore 114 pounds, and I went straight to varsity. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I always lived on varsity, and Coach Fuqua used to take me over there to the 40 Silver Spring Boulevard. What they call that plaza right there? It's a plaza they call right.
Yeah, right there across from where Staples and all of that.
Yeah. Anyway, I used to go there and have to get in the sauna machine and all that stuff to lose weight. I couldn't even eat salad all week.
try to make weight.
Try to make weight. I had to get on the scale butt naked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So anyway, I end up. I end up once I went to working out. I got too big. My weight went up, and I couldn't.
What's your last name is again?
Smith.
What is it?
Smith.
Okay.
I couldn't. I couldn't make it. Yeah. So my last three, I qualified for state and everything my freshman year. And so the next day I went to 120, I went to 132. Mm-hmm. I lifted that 1 year. My last 2 years I was 148.
So you say you graduated about 155?
Yeah, I wore about 155, 157 when I graduated.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a scenario. Mm-hmm. Johnnie Smith.
Yeah.
Tailback 155. You see it?
Yeah.
What number you had?
I wore number 14.
Okay, number 14, Johnnie Smith, 155 pounds. William Robinson, TLC, Big P, a.k.a. Peter.
All right.
180 at linebacker, number 22.
You weren't going to touch me.
Johnnie Smith running to the 6 hole off tackle. What's going to happen?
I'm going to stutter step and get out your way.
Okay, we're going to play a game called Fill in the Blank. I'm going to ask you some questions. You answer quickly, precisely, to the point. There's no right and wrong. Mm-hmm. You ready?
Shoot it.
I've always wanted to
be Johnny.
I love when someone
like me.
If I had to do it all over again, I would.
Don't do it.
My favorite holiday is
all of them.
It aggravates me when people.
Lie to me.
The best quality someone can have is what?
Honestly.
If I could ask God one question, it would be,
Bring my brothers back.
my childhood crush was,
Larry Fuquay wife.
if I could travel anywhere in the world, it would be,
Africa.
my favorite movie is,
Heat.
if I could go back to any age, it would be,
5.
Jesus is.
Son of God.
When I meet someone, the first thing I notice is,
Their cleanliness.
my greatest strength is,
Being strong.
my greatest weakness is,
Giving too much.
the biggest misconception about Johnnie Smith is what?
That I'm arrogant.
I'm a pretty good guy, but I draw a line in the sand if you.
Cross me.
I love my children because
I made them.
if I had to star in a movie with any actor, it would be
Denzel Washington.
He-Man or Thundercat,
He-Man.
the Road Runner or Bugs Bunny.
Road Runner. We know damn Bugs Bunny.
Hey, Bugs Bunny been fine, man. What's up, dog?
I'm Road Runner. I got, I'm run down the road. I got the whole ass.
The Gators or the Hurricanes?
Florida State.
Vanguard or Forest?
Vanguard.
All right.
The V, baby.
Oh, it's this last part is called AMA, where you, Johnnie Smith, get to ask me anything.
Well, through your trials and tribulations, I see that you have learned a lot. And do you respect what you learned?
Yes, I believe that through everything we go through makes us the man that we are today. Mm-hmm. I'm the best version of myself right now. I've never been a better man than I am today, and it's because of what I went through. Mm-hmm. I've always been the person, I was a quick learner. You know what I mean? They just got me. They just caught me. You know what I mean? Growing up, you wouldn't say that boy gonna wind up in prison one day. You know what I'm saying? But, that's the way the cookie crumbled. I look in the mirror, I man up, and I learn from my mistakes, and I'm proud to be the man I am today.
Exactly. So, and I talked to different guys that done did time. Mm-hmm. And some of them don't want to accept responsibility. You understand what I'm saying? So, if you don't accept responsibility, you can't move on from what you was in. You understand what I'm saying? So, have you accept responsibility?
That's right. See, I'm a firm believer. I don't blame the judge, the prosecutor, the police, the victim. I blame me.
That's right.
One of the most powerful lessons I learned in life is it's not what you do to me. Mm-hmm. It's how I respond to what you do to me. Mm-hmm. In Marion County, what we dealing with here. We was born and raised here. I handed myself to them people. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to give me the time they gave me, but I gave myself to them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? A Klansman shouldn't kill me, but if I walk in the middle of their rally, I know what I'm going to get.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So with that being said, I accept responsibility, and I believe that every person should be held accountable for their actions, and I was wrong.
So another thing I want to ask you is, I understand that, black people as a person, that we might feel that we is disingenuous or whatever might be going on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that it's not, but at the end of the day, we got to do what we supposed to do as a people. You know what I'm saying?
I believe that black people are more racist than white people.
Well, and I think they should be.
And why you say that?
Because of the trials and tribulation that a black person went through.
But that doesn't give, I believe that it goes back to accountability. You ask me, what have I learned, have I accepted accountability for the things I've done? And I believe that I shouldn't shoot them in the face, neither should they hang me. Well, you understand what I'm saying?
Well, I'm not saying they should shoot you in the face, you should hang them. But at the end of the day, do you think, and it's serious, I had this conversation with a lot of people. Mm-hmm. How could a black person be racist against a white person?
Easy.
How?
Okay, I think we all are prejudiced to a certain extent. Prejudice means a preference.
Yeah, but that don't mean racist.
Right. Racism is disliking a person because of the color of their skin.
Exactly.
Now, I understand your viewpoint when you say, I understand your line of questioning because of we should despise them for what they've done. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And you can quote unquote kind of justify it. You was born the same, raised like I was raised. I was always taught, you watch them, son. You watch them. Well, you know what I mean? Because they will get you. You know what I mean? Especially, the time we was raised in. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I believe in love, talk, love, communication.
Exactly. Regardless of what creed or color you is.
I believe that all circumstances, situations can be resolved through the proper channels of love and communication. And with that being said, I mean, now Jesus is love. Mm-hmm. I don't think, people get that misconstrued. I don't think I ain't finna I ain't turning the cheek. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lay down my life and let you kill me. I love you enough the way you could kill me.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm doing the killing. Yeah. If the killing got to be done, because I'm gonna choose me. But I just believe like you treat a person like a person, because I don't think like the man that's standing before me, the white male or the white woman that's standing before me wasn't one of those people, so they can make a choice just like I can make a choice. Like right now, we was incarcerated for a long time, a lot of years. So we can have a certain disdain for correction officers or police forces, but we don't. You got a son that's a sheriff. You understand what I'm saying?
And I got a brother was
a military police.
Military police.
Forever.
So my thing is, he did 28 years as a military police. So the thing about it is, I don't have that type of outlook on people. Mm-hmm. I don't deal with people like that. But at the end of the day, I still got to realize how and why I'm saying this. Look at the political stuff going on right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Johnny, it's like this, bro. When me and you was growing up, it wasn't nothing for us to see people in the rebel truck with the shotgun in the back. They ain't make it. They ain't hide how they felt.
But guess what, though? I didn't even trip on that.
Exactly.
But the situation that's going on now is being perpetrated. That this is what you got to look at. You understand what I'm saying? See, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. The worst thing we could ever had done with Obama being president, man.
And why is that?
Because you got the movement that Trump got going on now with this foolishness.
So, see, now
that's the worst thing, Obama being president. Because now he come in with this foolishness he's talking about.
I think Trump would have been Trump whether Obama came in or not.
No, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. He won because he trying to tell people that, they trying to take y'all world over. And Trump ain't shit. Trump don't mean me, you, or white people, or nobody no good.
Yeah.
He ain't shit.
See, I made a statement about Trump. I don't think Trump racist. Hear the sign. Those people, I think he used those people, he used them to get elected because he know their mind frame.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? He don't give a damn about them people.
But guess what he did? he let those people say things that they wouldn't want to normally say.
Right, because they feel like he feel the same way, so they got the pass to do it.
See, the thing about it is right here. Trump a billionaire. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And he only looking out for his billionaire friends.
Straight up.
See all these white people that growed up in Bourbon quarters with us and all this. He don't give a damn about no people, man.
They just the dumbest can be
They
think. He don't give a
back
damn
of damn
about it.
rocks, man.
Yeah, and they so stupid. That's crazy to think that he killed Trump. Look, what it is, they feel like Trump stands for how they feel in their heart. They don't have the balls to do it. They always been cowards.
But guess what? Now, Trump letting them bring it out. And I'm going to tell you something. Back in the 80s, boy, I thought Trump was the baddest son of a bitch walking, boy. He got his clubs. He got this going on.
Max, something. Do you think Donald Trump is racist?
No, Donald Trump is what you call Donald Trump. Donald Trump used the situation for what he wants.
Yeah. He's an opportunist.
He's an opportunist. Donald Trump ain't racist. He just used the opportunities to do what he wants.
Yeah. He's manipulating and tricking and deceiving.
And he manipulating
but all
these people.
of them is the same thing. All the politicians. You're right. Obama ain't no better than him. It's because Obama, we got all these he-she's running around him.
Exactly. Now, my thing is this right here. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't care what nobody do with their life.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand what you're saying. But Donald Trump is the reason we got all these preachers running out here molesting these kids.
But they've been doing that forever.
But hold on, though. These the same people that back them.
Yeah.
They perverts. They freaks.
They've been that from the beginning.
But-
That's their ancestry. That's who they
But
are.
my thing is, so you gonna agree with that? I ain't telling you.
Yeah.
I'm saying the people.
Listen, man, let me explain something. Don't think that I'm ignorant to the fact that I don't understand systematic depression. I understand. I see it. My eyes is very open. I used to be, my adulthood, you was gone. I mean, I'm pretty much hell on wheels when it comes to them people. I have very, very strong discernment. So I see a lot. But I refuse to judge all people by a few ignorant people. You understand what I'm saying?
What we gonna do, we not gonna judge them by that there. What we gonna judge them by is this right here. What they do.
Yeah. They
You don't think he was in Jeffrey Epstein thing?
Yeah, they been hunting children forever. They hunt their own children.
But I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah.
You don't think they wasn't there?
Yeah, they was there. That's like, and see,
Here, man, listen, the thing about it is you got people that want to suppress what's supposed to be done. And they know they wrong. They know they wrong.
Yeah.
They know they wrong.
see, I'm going to tell you another thing. Now, they'll go back 50 years on Bill Cosby. Woman come and say, oh, he put a pill in my drink 50 years ago, right? So, but these people hunched on these kids. Oh, and we don't want to say nothing because they the who and the them.
Yeah, but
you understand what I'm saying?
But I'm going to tell you something else. Bill Cosby did what he did. He did what he did.
You act as though you know that as a fact.
Listen, a freak is a freak. He did what he did. And see, my thing is, I ain't gonna hold a white man to no standards. I ain't gonna hold a black man to. Bill Cosby did what he did.
It's funny you say that because...
Let me finish.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Tyson did what he did.
You think Mike Tyson raped that guy?
Yes, he did it.
You think that was rape, or you think that was...
Anytime a woman say no, it's rape.
But did she say no?
She said no.
Okay, Johnny. Now, I'm a firm believer, like...
And I'm going to tell you why I say what I say. Mike Tyson history show he would do that. Yes. Mike Tyson history show he would do that. I done talked to dudes in the drug game. Mike Tyson go grab on women, all type of shit. His history show he do that.
Yeah. What made you think Bill did it?
Because he was powerful. He was a powerful black man.
I was in prison with a guy that went to school with Bill. You know, he was older man, and he knew Bill. They was on the same fraternity, and he said, "Man, Bill been doing that since college days.
So
That was his thing."
But
yeah,
I'm just asking you. Yeah, I'm just explaining to you. See, when you show me a certain trait, I already know you did it.
but see, people change because the man sitting in this chair ain't the same man that you were.
Because I don't
25
sell
years
drugs.
ago.
I ain't taking no pussy neither. I ain't raping no woman. I never raped a woman.
Now I do believe that
Shit.
a sexual demon is the worst kind of demon to get rid of.
But I want to ask you a question. You see what I just told you. I don't sell drugs. I'm through dealing with that, and I'm not gonna do with that.
But it's hard for that.
I've been home August 7. I've been home 7 years. Have I went back to my past lifestyle?
Absolutely not.
I ain't been close to it, right or wrong.
Right.
I made $105,000 last year. I don't even go close to that lifestyle. So you can't keep saying that, not you, are people saying that I'm doing that situation. You understand what I'm saying?
And half of the people talking don't even know you.
Yeah, they just heard about me.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, when you hear certain things, and I hate to say it, anybody that come up and say certain things about, I'm saying, yeah, he did it. You know why? Because I've been through that system. You understand what I'm saying now? I sold drugs. All right? I sold drugs. They weren't lying on me.
You know, I had a friend say
I sold drugs.
his mama say he's telling me he used to be out there robbing people.
Yeah.
And you know, people say he used to tell his mama asked him, he used to say, "No, mama, I ain't doing it." And he said his mama told him, say, "Son, if everybody's saying the same thing, they ain't lying."
Yeah. But what I'm trying to explain to you, I'm not trying to get at what I did. I sold drugs.
Now you also, I would want to believe that you also mature enough to understand that the people that be,
Well,
they will do, they could put a narrative out there and make it stick because you ain't cooperating behind, like Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy been having these parties. So what? He was having freak offs. That's his. So what? He ain't raping nobody.
But
okay, watch this. He jumped on a girl. Okay, of course that's bad. But what did Puff do that ain't nobody else doing in Hollywood? But it's because, see, behind the scenes, Puff won a lawsuit. See, he got big for his britches. So we want to show this Negro.
That's
right. We're going to put him in his place.
That's right.
And we're going to teach him a lesson. So the next one of y'all who try to come up, now we already letting you get off now, but you think you bigger than us.
So you know what he did, right?
He sued the company and won.
That liquor company.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what they going to tell him?
And when he won that, it wasn't 2 weeks later they had the indictment on him.
Now we finna show you that stuff you been having.
Yeah.
It's illegal.
Yeah, we're going to make it illegal right now.
No, he has some legal stuff going on.
But it ain't nothing that
I'm gonna keep it clean down the river. He had some legal stuff going on.
He had legal or illegal?
Illegal.
But it ain't nothing that they ain't been new. They've been knowing this forever.
But the thing about it is this right here. Don't rub shoulders with them and then you don't want to do nothing over here.
The point is,
this right here.
They're gonna show you they're in control.
Well, listen. How much money Michael Jordan worth?
They say $1 billion.
Oh, how many races he done won the first of all the year?
I know he just won something.
Now, Michael Jordan just went and beat NASCAR. Now, that's a bad motherfucker you beat right there.
Mm-hmm.
He just went and beat him and his partner.
Yeah.
But at the end of the thing is this right here. I don't want everybody to, at Dylan, oh, he ain't, no. They have characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. I think that.
Me and you done been there. We've been there, so we can talk like that. You agree with that, right?
Yeah.
Bill Cosby did what he did.
It's a strong possibility.
He been doing it 40, 50 years.
Yeah. See, a lot of times
Mike Tyson did what he did. All right.
William Robinson did what he did.
I did what I did.
Johnnie Smith did what he did.
That's right. See, the thing about it is, and I had to tell a dude, you know what I told him, Pete? You don't put gas in your car, it gonna run out of gas. You don't pay your light bill, your light's gonna get cut off. You don't pay your child support, your license gonna get suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, this is real life stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on. I said, man, you telling a damn lie.
You don't know what's going on here. I don't know why my license suspended. You know you ain't went down there to the place.
I did. I said, you're lying. You're lying.
Yeah.
Right or wrong now.
Accountability, responsibility.
Accountability.
Priorities.
If we don't pay our child support, what's finna happen, man?
If I don't pay these people for this room right here and I come up one day and all my stuff
The door lock. The door lock, right?
Yeah.
You can't get in there, right?
I know I ain't paid them people.
But is you gonna be able to get in there?
Not if you don't pay the people.
Don't call me talking about, oh, John, I can't get in the door. You ain't paid your damn rent. Right or wrong.
So
right?
basically it goes back. See, to me, I'm big on accountability, and I think what's sad is that nowadays these young parents and the way the world is, they don't hold their children accountable.
Mm-hmm.
They don't hold them accountable, so therefore the system will.
That's right.
And when they get before the system, it's too late. You can't save him.
That's right.
You can't save him or her.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's best to hold your children accountable if you love them. And what we're going to do, I want you to look over my shoulder and you're going to give the world your final thoughts. Look directly into that camera over there and give the world your final thoughts.
Well, my final thoughts is just like me and him just had a drawn out conversation about this. Everybody need to be held accountable for what they do and what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it just, everybody's people out here, and just want to tell my mama, my family, and everybody I love them, and I miss my brothers, and especially my baby brother. I miss him a lot. And we just gonna leave it at that, man. And don't let your politicians and everybody rule your thinking. You understand what I'm saying? Because they doing a bunch of lying themselves. All right? And just think about that. Just think about it. Don't have your politicians running you from left to right all over everywhere else. Cause they ain't no number line. All right? And I don't go to church, but God is God, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Amen. That's Johnnie Smith, the one and only, the living legend, ladies and gentlemen. And I am your host, William L. Robinson, and this is TLC Talk Love and Communication, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have had a very special episode of my story right here at TLC Talk Love Communication. My main man, my partner, my Coleman, man, my cousin, man, my childhood look up, man, one of my inspirations in life, man, Johnnie Smith, ladies and gentlemen. And without further ado, Lord, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we want to continue to strive to be the best men that we can be. We only got one life to live, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a whole lot easier with love and communication. You can donate to this channel at Cash App, anybody love you with a U, PayPal, Robinson74William at gmail.com, Zelle 352-209-3306. And remember, when anybody told you they love you today, William Robinson loves you.